Good afternoon and welcome to VetNet Entrepreneurship Track. We are hosting the office hours today for the Citi Business Plan competition in partnership with the VWise, Women Veterans and Ignited Spirit of Entrepreneurship, and the Boost to Business programs here at Institute for Veterans and Military Families. My name is Mirza Tikic. I'll be addressing any questions or concerns that you might have related to the business plan lab overall. Today, particularly, we will be talking about the marketing plan, which heavily reflects and depends on your market research so far. So if there's any questions, feel free to send them right now or tune in live in a video chat and ask them directly here. That works fine. Just quick overview of the marketing section. The marketing section should be a reflection of your market research. So whatever you identify in your market research, whoever your target customers will be, whoever your target segments will be that you say you're going to target, you have to show and portray how your market segments buys your products and services. And then you want to develop a reflection of that buying process. You want to reflect a selling process. Each of the step along the way during the buying process, you want to identify marketing tools that will first create awareness or attention to your product or services, interest, desire, as well as the action, the action of your customer to buy the product. So you want to identify different marketing tools such as personal selling, right? Marketing tools could be promotions, advertisement on TV, advertisement paper, social media, personal sales, but also can be the pricing strategy, can be also warranty, customer service. All those parts are a marketing mix. Once you identify that, you also want to identify if your relationship with your clients are a transactional relationship or a relationship long-term wise. Transactional meaning if I drive from Syracuse down to New York City and I stop at the local gas station in New Jersey, I'm gonna put gas in my car and I'm never gonna come there again. So that's more a transactional relationship that I have with that gas station, or the gas station has with me. Versus if I'm using a CPA, certified public accountant, that's a relationship that I'm gonna wanna last for a long time because that person is very important to me. They know my numbers and I want them to keep working with me on a regular basis. So that's a type of a relationship you wanna build. And once you identify then how you're going to reach your customers to buy the first sale, then you also want to identify how you're going to keep that customer for coming back. It could be providing great customer services, it could be doing follow-ups, it could be also identifying products or services that can be added to your product. For example, if I'm selling printers, right, you have to come back to me to buy ink. So what can you do to keep me coming back and buy products from you? So I mentioned that part of that is the pricing strategy. Again, based on your market research, you should figure out how much your customers are willing and able to pay for your products. So pricing strategy should be part of that. The warranty, you should also include a warranty. If you have warranty, how it's going to work, what you're going to cover, if you're going to resell, who's going to cover all those parts. So you're going to have that. Assess some risks. And that kind of summarizes what your marketing plan will be, that you can show how you're going to reach your market. And if you have more than one target customer, then identify a marketing strategy for each one of them, identifying the selling process for each one of them. If you have a business to business sales, but then also have business to customers, identify each one of them and delineate them. Make it clear that one customer you're going to use certain strategy and tools, for the other one you're going to use the other one. So that's kind of in a nutshell what the marketing section should reflect. And that said, I'll open up for any questions that you might have. I know we didn't go much in detail, but the recorded session that you were supposed to watch before the office hours went into much more detail and covered it, as well as the nuts and bolts of the great business plan. And see, we have Gary here. Gary, do you have any questions? And Jim, are there any questions on YouTube and Google Plus? All right, no questions there. Yeah, I forgot also part of the marketing plan should be also your marketing section should be your brand. What type of brand you're trying to establish and how you plan to sustain that brand. It becomes also part of your marketing mix. So there are no questions on YouTube or Google Plus. Gary, I don't know if you can hear me. If you have any questions, you can type them in here, or you can unmute your mic and share. Gary doesn't have. I don't know if you can wait a couple minutes. If nobody tunes in, I highly recommend that you write down your questions and feel free to email them to me as you move forward. I hope you have done your market research. If you haven't, now is the time to do it. If you wait another week or two, you might be falling behind and the quality of your business plan will not be great. So try to do your research ASAP.
Hey, Mers, are you still there?
Yes.
Question about the competition. Since I'm kind of the only one here right now, I thought I'd ask you kind of a specific question. But my business plan is pretty standard for the most part. My concept is just a simple RV and boat storage. But the
Okay.
um, significant or the different part of my business plan is I'm going to incorporate solar panels in with the RV and boat storage.
Okay.
So it's not very, my plan is not very innovative. It's pretty standard when you consider the industry. But the thing that makes it non-standard is the solar project. Just based on that little bit of information, do you think the competition? Do you think I'll be competitive on the competition?
Look, a good business plan is a plan that addresses a need or problem, solves a problem. So if there is a need for storage in your area and has been underutilized, then you're solving a big need. So alone that makes it lucrative business. And then if you want to use the solar panels, what is the benefit of solar panels? Is it benefit to you? Is it benefit to the environment? Is it benefit to the storage? The person is going to store the boat or RV? What is it? So you want to identify
Makes
what that
sense.
is.
Yeah, it'd be all three of them. So
Yeah, so you want to
okay,
identify that as a feature, right?
right,
As a benefit of your service that you're offering. You're gonna also offer, you're gonna use solar panels to bring the cost down, be more environmentally friendly, and also make the owners of the of whatever they're gonna store there more comfortable and happy, so to say, that they're gonna store their equipment in a place that is environmentally friendly. So it gives them kind of peace of mind, ease of
exactly,
mind. But what the judge is gonna look at is really is their need, how big is the need for storage, and if you can show that there's a need, then the solar panel is just the cream on top of what you
right,
have to offer.
exactly. Yeah. Okay. As far as marketing that type of product, it's a service, of course, but
Yeah.
I've already done some market research through some of the different organizations and the community. There's predominantly senior citizens,
Mhm.
so I've done some initial surveys, and talking with some organizations. But as far as marketing later on, can you suggest any other methods of marketing?
Well, have you done market research to understand how your customers buy and shop services that you're gonna sell? And based on that, once you know if it's all senior citizens, and if there's excuse me, if there's any major events that these individuals use in the region where they would like to store, they're looking for storage, that's where you want to be. So you want to be, especially for senior citizens, I don't know how much they use social media. They most probably want to look at that you're being sponsored somewhere or at events. They can give out flyers. If it's senior citizens, guerrilla marketing, go to there, see where the majority of them in your region, what are the top 10 churches or specific places, community places where these individuals go and ask the church or the community place or whatever it is, can I manage a bulletin board for free? I'll keep it clean, I'll sponsor it, whatever, and all I have to do is put a flyer in there or something like that nature. So be more
Okay,
creative. But once you know where they are, who they are, when they are, then you can find the place. Okay, what can I do? How can I do more with less?
right,
So doing TV ad randomly is not going to help you, but if you know, let's say 20% of the population goes to 10 churches within 30 miles of your radius, there it is. There's a captured audience. You
okay,
just have to be innovative on how to get hold of them.
all right, makes sense.
Right? It might be putting flyers on the RVs.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly. Going to the
so whatever
outdoor
it
park.
is, you just
Yeah,
have to find where they are, and then instead of trying to go from door to door, to get 1,000 customers, find where the thousands are at one spot and hit them right there, and then
right.
try to hit them more often. So that's why you do all this research to find out what their buying
Right.
behavior is, and how more effective you can be.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Anything else?
No, everything's so far so good. So
How you doing in your business plan?
it's been a work in progress. I've done a lot of pre-market research. I just haven't really um, formalized it yet. So like I said, I've done some of the surveys and some of the research, and I've literally driven the area and walked the area. So I've got a lot of data. I just need to formalize it, I guess you can say, and then
Okay.
put it into the plan. So
Are you working with anybody?
SBA, I went to SCORE. I've got a mentor of the SCORE, working with him, and
Okay.
I have another. They call it the SBDCA here. I meet with Paul about once every other week or so, and
Nice.
so everything's working, pretty well. I don't think I've tapped into all the resources just yet, but I think I know all the big players, and I think I'm trying to tap in those as I need them. So
Great.
far.
Great. That's good.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you
just
sound
last week
sound
I
to be
went to.
good on track, on the good track.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, last week I went to a conference too related to the industry I'm interested in. So I met some, key players and contractors and different things like that too. So that kind of was an eye opener too in that aspect. So
Cool. Excellent. Yeah, keep it up. Do talk to talk to trade associations, talk to suppliers, talk to other RV storage camps. See
uh,
what they do and how they do it. If somebody locally wants to talk to you, call somebody 1,000 miles away from you who doesn't see you as a competitor.
right.
Try to find a veteran who's been running it. Or,
Yeah. I actually
and,
went to one facility that's within my, one of my competitors, and they gave me a lot of information. It was amazing how much information they gave me.
nice.
So
Yeah, yeah. Usually entrepreneurs want to help other entrepreneurs because
yeah,
they've been
exactly.
through it and they want to help in any way they can so you can avoid mistakes they've done. So they sincerely mean it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep it immersive. I know you probably got other things you got to do too, but appreciate your time and your help.
No, I have time scheduled for this. So if you have any questions, let me know. Jim, are there any other questions on the?
There's not any questions right now, but I'm working with Sonia Shanklin to get her into this hangout. She may have a question.
Okay, all right. In the meantime,
Well,
Gary, let me know if you have any questions or
something
concerns.
something else does come to mind. I've been working on trying to determine what the market saturation is. As far as the storage there.
Hmm.
I can go on Google and get a snapshot in time and kind of count and get percentage that way. But that's sometimes 2 years, 3 years behind. And I've driven to some of the locations and counted best I could based on the view and stuff. But do you, do you have any other recommendations or thoughts on how to check for the saturation of my market or for the area of my competitors?
Well, you have to know how many competitors there are and find out what the capacity is.
Right.
And then on the other hand, you have to look at locally. I don't know if you can find information from DMV or how you can find how many people use, or is there any general information how many use storage.
Right.
And then if you do the competitive mapping that we talked about 2 weeks ago, you want to see what your competitors are doing and what they're not doing. Find
Yeah.
out why they're not doing it. Maybe they're behind the ball curve. Maybe they're not that innovative. So if nobody uses solar panel, you can use that. You'll use this to differentiate yourself with your
Right. And I've done that study as far as all the competitors within my within the radius I'm looking at.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it just some of them can't see exactly, so there's no data that says they're at 90% occupied, which means the market is saturated and there needs to be some more growth. But I'll just continue to work it, and someone was giving me the information, some of them I can get, but I was just trying to get a little bit a more detailed or a better than just a guesstimate.
Okay. Yeah, keep doing the research. You're on the right track.
Okay.
And if you can find somebody else, you can ask actually the other businesses that are already established, maybe not locally if they don't want to talk to you, but the ones that you talk, ask them really what is a healthy competitive space. And usually when you have more competitors, there might be saturated market, but it makes you more competitive. So if you don't innovate and offer the customers that what they want, um, then you might close, or the competitor will close because you were better than them. That's the idea of the free market, right? If you look, for example, a crossing. If you have a crossing, if you have 3 or 4 gas stations on each corner, what does it mean? It's very competitive space, but it's good for you as a customer,
Right.
because you can go to one of them and all 3 or 4 of them and see, okay, which one offers best services, where's the best customer service, what do they offer, how do they differentiate, and then if it fits you, then you use the one that you prefer.
Yeah. And that's going to be, the number one thing I've determined so far is convenience. They pay for convenience. So
Yeah.
the shorter drive, the more security, the better security you have. That's the convenience and security is what they primarily look for, and of course they always look for cost as well too. But
Nice. Excuse me. Any other questions?
no, I'm good right now. Anybody else is out there for questions?
Okay.
I don't
Sounds
have
good.
anything else, Mirza. I haven't heard back from Sonia. I gave her your email address too,
Okay.
so I don't know if she maybe sent you an email or will.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'll keep checking. No, I haven't gotten.
Okay. If you want to wrap it up, we can, or if Gary's got more questions.
Yeah, Gary, any more questions?
No, I'm good. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for tuning in, and thanks everybody. We'll talk to you again on Friday. If you have any questions you want to send in advance, feel free. If you cannot attend, if you won't be able to attend and have questions, send it to me and I'll address them and record it so you can watch it later on. Thanks, keep entrepreneuring, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks, Jim.